Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller, and your co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, bringing you the latest.
Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast 24/7 Sports News, live interviews, mania coverage. I'm here with my co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, on our second segment. Tonight, we're going to have bare knuckle management on my show with their fighters, Anthony and new guy, Josh Donor. I think that's his name. I just met him yesterday. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring Anthony on here. There's Anthony, all his belts in the background.
Excuse me. Fancy. That's nice.
Nice, bro.
He's a little shy. He don't like being on the camera, so
come on. We share the same name. We can be shy.
Yeah, it's a damn good name.
It is, because you leave it in the ring, man.
Yeah, that's right. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So before I'm waiting for the other two to come on the show, give us a little more about you. I met you about a year and a half ago. I sponsored you for, I think, one or two of your fights. So give us the detail about you.
So I'm making my pro debut with bare knuckle. I was gonna, do a boxing match back in April, but the whole COVID thing, put a halt on that. I was gonna rematch a guy by the name of Boyka. I actually beat him for one of the belts behind me, and he was pretty salty about it, so he wanted to run it back. So I was open to that, but because of COVID, I just went with things, and I have about 26 amateur fights. I'm 9-0 in kickboxing and 7-8 in MMA. I was doing kind of, rocky in the beginning of MMA, so I was like, I'm going to switch over to kickboxing, to work on my stand-up because I have decent ground, And
right.
I started doing really good. I won 9 fights straight there, and I did one more MMA match against Micah Mitchell at FCFF, and beat him 3-round decision. So after that, I decided, it's enough amateur. It's time to go pro, and then I seen bare knuckle was looking for fighters, and I connected with Javon, and ever since then I let him take over from there and help me with my pro career.
That's awesome. As you see, I got a full show tonight.
My God! Full house! Oh my God!
And another fighter, Josh, is just recently signed none.
What's up, Josh?
What's up, Josh?
Nice.
All right, so
are we live?
Yeah.
All right.
There you are.
What's up, world?
How you doing, guys?
I thought we were getting a little warm up or something.
All right, Mr. Matthews, before we talk about these two fighters right now, give us the idea of what it's like to be a bare knuckle management and working with guys like this you just signed.
So it's actually really an honor for me. I'm actually a fighter myself, and I know what it's like to be a fighter without management. And I feel honored to be part of this and to be, chosen by bare knuckle management and help these guys' dreams come true. It's actually really rewarding to me, man. It's crazy because seeing the excitement of these guys and their hunger and their passion, I'm like feeding on it. It's like a new passion of mine.
Oh yeah.
I want to see these guys get in there and kick ass. So I'm loving it. It's just it's a lot of work. There's a lot of people that have been hitting me up lately. And I'm just trying to sign the guys that I think are the most passionate and have that hunger. And these two have it, for sure.
Nice.
All right. So Anthony just gave us a little detail about him. I knew him from Oregon, some of his fights. He's really a good guy. I know he could fight. He's hungry. He's ready to get back in that ring and start punching again. So I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah, he hits me up every day. He's like, when are we? That's a good thing. He's like, when are we getting in there, man? When are we getting in there?
Right. Nice.
Where'd he go?
He's ready.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Josh, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. How's it going?
Okay. How you going?
It's
How you doing,
good.
buddy? How you doing?
So,
I'm doing
give us
just louder.
He's got bad reception.
Yeah, you got breaking up.
Yeah. Can you hear us now, Josh? You're breaking up a little.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm a pro fighter out of Tacoma, Washington. I have 4 professional MMA, 3 in MMA, 1 in pro
Nice.
Muay Thai. 28 years old, and I'm looking to make a splash in this BKFC and for bare knuckle fight management.
That's awesome. Listen, it's a big opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still a new sport, so anybody could come out as a big star. You know what I'm saying? And new blood in the team. So it's a chance for all you guys coming to bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? To be somebody bigger than other sports. You know what I'm saying? It's still evolving. It's still new. So it's up to you guys who's gonna be the next superstar. You know what I'm saying? So bring it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's my goal. Is you know how we now say the pioneers were the greats. I hope one day, 5-10 years from now, people look at me and Anthony and say that those were the pioneers to this sport.
Yeah. Because every sport, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA, and now bare knuckle, they always had the front line of fighters. You know what I'm saying? They made the fighting game even bigger. You know what I'm saying? And right now, bare knuckle really don't have a big roster. So where was those front line guys, make the sport bigger? Those guys going to be one day, like you said, 10, 15 years from now, Hall of Famers. Like, you know what? I was there from the beginning. I was the one that, when the sport got bigger, and bigger, I was the one who helped the sport become more bigger. You know what I'm saying? So it's a huge opportunity for all you new guys to step up out of the shadow and have a place in history. I mean, go get it, man. Go get it.
Yeah.
All right. Before we continue here, I got something your other manager wants me to tell you. I'm going to put it on the screen right now. He said, Josh, if you crash into someone, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm not driving. I just got home from Olympia. I drove from Tacoma to Olympia. I got my daughter with me. She loves the sport. She's training herself, and we're just having a good day here in Tacoma.
Nice. That's awesome.
This is what I love about this sport. Some of these fighters that Matthew, Tyler, all these management signs, these guys have families, and they're doing what it takes to support their family and do what they love. So, Mr. Matthews, I see you signed these 2 fighters. What is going to be the most challenging step for you right now for these 2 guys?
Most challenging step? That's a good question. These 2 are super hungry. They're both ready to fight, which I love. That as a manager, that's what you want to hear. You don't want to hear, "Oh, I need 3 months to fight. I need this giant camp." You want people, or at least I'm looking for people who are passionate, who are ready to go, to say, "Hey, I'm ready to fight this month." And both these guys are down. They're ready to fight. We're locking down the fight for Anthony Prater right now. He's going to be fighting September 28th. The total line series, and that's kind of the equivalent to the Contender Series on the UFC. So it's pretty awesome. It's where we cultivate brand new and make them household names. That's where Sean O'Malley started. He's already a household name. And like you said, Anthony Cruz, it's crazy. How many sports would we ever get to share in our lifetime that are brand new, where you get to be a pioneer? The last one, MMA, in 1997.
20 years ago.
Like what was it before then? Basketball. These guys get to be pioneers of a new sport, and that's what's awesome about this. Anthony's making his pro debut in a sport that's going to be televised, so it's a huge opportunity for him, and he doesn't have to worry about the promotion. He doesn't have to worry about any of that. He doesn't have to worry about management. All he has to do, all Josh has to do, worry about what they
fight,
train, fight, and smash.
Dude, so when I started, even for my championship fights, they were not televised. I had to sell tickets. I had no sponsors. I mean, it's amazing how big the promotion of sport has gone in showcasing all these young fighters. If you were not top 10 back then, you didn't have no TV time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Remember, Matthew? You know what I'm saying? Now you could be a newcomer and get TV time and get the eyes of the world on you and showcase your skills around the world, man. That's huge, bro. That's huge.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for you guys, man.
Exactly. And to answer your question, I don't think there's going to be really any challenges. The sport needs fighters. They need hungry guys that are ready to go. All my guys are hungry. All my guys are ready to go. And in the next 3 months from now, the most challenging part is going to be getting a fighter to sign on the dotted line who wants to fight our fighters.
Right.
They don't want to,
So,
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight him. That guy's crazy. Hell no.
That's right.
so Mr. Apex Predator, Anthony.
Yeah,
So what did it mean you talked about a year ago about me and you're gonna be big? My show's gonna get bigger, and you're gonna end up being in the spotlight.
yeah, man.
Look where you're at now.
Yeah, it sucked for the amateur thing for a while. You know, had a bunch of backouts, and Josh knows how it is here in the Pacific Northwest. A lot of guys are really tough out here. So we got the guys from Cali like Anthony Green, Michael Humphrey. I could name a bunch of other wannabes, but I don't want to give them too much shine on here. You know what I mean? But they do a lot of talking. But when it comes to fighting, no action. You know what I mean? But me and Josh, I guarantee we'll make the Pacific Northwest proud. That's for sure.
That's
Damn right.
Because I like.
Hell yeah.
That's what I love about you, Anthony. When I first met you, and I sponsored you. Josh got booted off again. There he is. So I sponsored you for a few fights, and I supported you from day one. I'm gonna continue supporting you guys, and I love where you're at now. And I can't wait to see Josh start. So, what is it going to be like to work under these management? Or I mean, it's like, I know you guys haven't had any management before. This is your first time you guys signed contract. So, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you guys. So, what does it feel like to have Matthews supporting you guys, knowing that you guys are hungry and ready to get that belt around your waist?
You can go first, John.
It's really unreal.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
It's been unreal. This has been a dream of mine. I've been fighting since 2009. So this is a dream come true. You know, Nate Diaz, when he got his title fights and stuff, he was talking about how he was ever going to pay off, and for me, this is the payoff. This is what it is. I couldn't be happier, and I couldn't ask for a better situation. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with. Javon says I'll be back with you tomorrow. He's back with me tomorrow, and it's just great communication, great people.
Yeah, you know, this goes for both of you. You know what I'm saying? The best thing a fighter could have is a good manager. You know what I'm saying? When you have a good manager and to worry about the business aspect of it, or no, the bullshit, or do is train and fight and be there 100% and be your best, and you have a good manager that, like you say, communicate with you. You know he take care of you. You know he's there to support you. Listen, the sky's the limit. You know, and my hands go to Matthews. You know what? You got two good guys there. And you're a great guy, you're a good manager, and you know what? I could see, you know, either one of the two, you can be contender for the title, because you know just the attitude alone says it all. The hunger alone says it all, and you don't see that very often. I've been around the sport for 20 plus years, 3-time champion, and listen, it's not easy to find guys like that. When you do, and you be a good manager, listen, the sky's the limit for you guys, man.
Exactly. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And Jeff did sponsor me a while back, and him and some of his partners helped me get this sick walkout gear I'm gonna be wearing for the fight.
Nice. I like it. Look at that. Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
Badass. Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready. He got the outfit and everything. He's ready.
Yeah, I just need to phone anybody.
I'm surprised you still got that, man.
Yeah,
he's ready. He ain't playing.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah,
Alright,
man, is awesome. I'm thankful for him because, you know, I get nervous talking to people sometimes. You know, it's not always good, and it's good to have somebody that knows what they're doing and knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
To get the good fights and the right deals. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like I have 26 fights, but I matched most of my fights myself. And, you know, most of my losses are because of bad choices. If I would have had a manager to help me match in the beginning, I would have did better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful to have him helping me along the way.
Awesome.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That's what makes a fighter. You guys know is these guys. You know, a lot of these guys that are real fighters, they'll fight on a day notice, 24-hour notice, which is cool. You know what I mean? That's like, all right, you're a badass. You're ready to fight. But also, you can have a balance of, you know, you don't. It's a fine line to toe. You don't want to lose fights because you took 9 out of 10 fights where you had no camp.
Short notice, right?
But you don't want to pick and choose fights. You want to be in the middle where you're training and fighting right. And I think that's where manager comes into play. So,
but that's what a good manager would do, because you know sometimes as a fighter we just want to fight. We don't care if we win or lose. But you should care because you know that's what's called prize fighting. You're only as good as your last fight. Whether you took it short notice or not, the promoters don't care. They saw that you lost. You might not get that call again. So you as a manager, you as a manager, it's like you have to weigh the counts and pros. So you know what? You could take this short notice and you could beat this guy, or you know what? This guy's too seasoned. You need more training. I don't think it's a good idea. We need more time to train. You know, we will see him down the road someday, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So that's your job as a manager. Be like, you know what? You know, let's even it out, see what's going on. Because you can just pick every fight last minute. That's not good either.
Right. And you know, it's too bad because the guys that do take those last minute fights, honestly, a lot of times they save the show. They save the whole entire show.
They do.
That's true.
Right? Yeah. But they don't get recognition from the casual fan.
That's right.
Because they you know, the casual fan, they don't know what it's like. They don't know what a full training camp is, what a weight cut is, and how unforgiving this is. You know, you lose 2 or 3 fights in a row, people are saying you're garbage. And stick your guard. You win 3 fights in a row, you're the next best fighter ever.
That's right.
Making those 3 fights count, that's where the strategy comes in, and you know, you just want to be smart. And these guys are going to be fighting in September and October, so they're going to be having full training camp, and they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready to throw down and kill it. I have full faith. 100%.
You know, but because to show you that that's the dirty aspect of the sport that I always hated, because you would think a promoter knowing that, oh my God, you know, let's say Anthony took a fight last minute and he lost, and then the next time I give him a hard time to get him a fight. Damn, he saved that fight. He did you a favor. You know what I'm saying? So you should be thankful that he took a fight last minute to save that fight. So then they look at it like, well, he lost, so I don't give him a hard time. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. You know, well, it happens a lot.
Or pay him less. You know, like, oh no, he lost the fight, so pay him less.
Or pay him less, right?
So, you know, pay him more. Pay this man more. Let's see what he can really do. So there's a lot to navigate. You know, man. You know, Anthony. There's a lot to navigate.
A lot.
And, especially in this new sport. You know.
But you know what? I have no problem that now those guys, you know, these guys have you, Matthews. You know, I have no problem that they're in the right hands. You know what I'm saying? They know who you are. You're a season in the sport. You know the dirt, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you know, they're in good hands. They're in good hands.
Yeah, he's local.
You know, Anthony. Go ahead. You were about to say something.
No, I was just saying he's also.
I was just touching up on what you guys were talking about. And it really does suck when it's like you're not signed to someone and you're trying to get on these promotions that are growing. As far as I've competed for King of the Cage, Pure Combat, and these promotions, they really only call you for last minute fights. And so as a fighter, you don't want to miss that opportunity. So it's hard to say no sometimes. I've taken three day notice, picked up, packed all my stuff, drove down to Reno, fought 3 rounds for Pure Combat, and then right after the fight, picked my stuff up and started driving back to Tacoma 14 hours. It's,
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
And
Crazy.
That's rough, brother. That's rough. Yeah, no more of that. No more of that.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard
got
it.
your
No
manager
more of
right
that.
You heard him.
That's dead. That's dead.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. That's dead.
Okay,
thank you. Yeah, no,
so
that's just building the resume, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Anthony, I see all those belts behind you. Can you like turn around and show us which each belts represent?
I have a couple more, but they're on the other wall. But this one's from February 18, 2017. I beat Micah Mitchell in a kickboxing match. This one's a custom belt they made me because I won the 135-pound championship
Nice.
in October 22nd, 2016 against I can't remember his name.
It doesn't matter.
Like another guy that actually wants to fight me, but he's not signed yet, is Boyka Babinski. I whooped him for the 125 belt. And then there was a guy in Twin Dragons in Chehalis, Washington. His name was Trevor Borja. They called him like the Prodigy Kid or whatever. Scott Bean's guy, and I went out there and beat him. Took his belt too. So that's for that.
Nice.
But
There you go.
The only thing that really sucked, like I was trying to say before, is about not having Javon or any manager before is when me and Josh started fighting out 2010, 2011 here in Washington, Oregon, a lot of the stuff wasn't sanctioned. So a lot of the promoters here are not recognizing. So they're like, I don't recognize that fight. But in my eyes, I fought those fights. You know, they should be recognized. It's not our fault that in our state that there wasn't sanctioning going on at that time. We still put in the work and put in the time in the fight.
It's funny it's funny you mentioned that because me fighting in New York for many years, that's exactly what happened. A lot of those fights are not sanctioned, and there used to be videos and everything on it online. Now they're gone. Now all those fights that I did, it's like it never happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? So now they're not online. They're not respected. They're not known. I'm like, are you kidding me? Good to show you the other It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm still fighting right now. I'm still fighting right now with the WKA in New York. The WKA in New York was the one supposed to be sanctioning all the fights in New York to get my pro record. Not even my pro record, my pro status. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't get no email, no letter about my pro status. You know what I'm saying? Even now, good to show you.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's
it's like 3-time champion, and it's like ghost.
Yep, exactly. On the line too. I mean, the only positive side of that is, Anthony and Josh, you had those fights, you did them, you learned from them, it made you tougher. And what's great about, bare knuckle fighting is you get to enter the sport fresh. You get to enter the sport with 0 losses. You take all that experience that you have, right? And you get to enter that work with all that experience, and you get to carve out your own future now. So you can exit bare knuckle fighting championship 20-0, and no one can stop you. And you have all these other, 26 fights. You have all these other fights. That's just experience. All that now, even your pro fights in this new sport, that's like your amateur. Now you have to go out and kick ass and be the undefeated champ. That's how
I love that.
Right.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get in that ring. I can't.
Hell yeah.
I see Anthony has his little girl with him too. So,
my number one fan. Comes to all my fights.
So
nice.
Mr. Matthews, you know what I love about this signing you did? You have Anthony and Josh. Two, they know each other very well, and this is going to be a good team not to mess with. I can see. I can wait to see him getting in that ring. So this was 2 good signings that you did right here, and I can't wait to watch them.
Thank you. They are fighters in every sense of the word. And we've got some big things we're going to do. My goal is to get Oregon, Washington, California, these fighters, a huge opportunity to change their life. And, I feel fortunate to be part of the vessel that gets to do that, man. And it's exciting. The hardest part for me is since it is the new sport, is just kind of navigating through new territory. But that's the exciting part. You know what I mean? There's new things, and we're not restricted in sponsorship. It's not any. I mean, I say it how it is, man. The whole Reebok thing, in my opinion, in the UFC is bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Come on, we all know that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, fighters should be able to have their own sponsors. They should be able to have as many sponsors they want.
That's right.
Yeah, from the local grocery store when they weren't making anything and made more off that little sponsorship to Nike and everything in between. These fighters should have. Everybody thinks these fighters on the MMA level, they don't even know. Amateur fighters, they think are balling. They think amateur fighters are making money. And they think because you turn pro, now you're a millionaire. It's hard. It's hard. You're scraping by.
It is hard.
Get these guys big, sponsors, TV time, and paid for what they're worth. This is the best sport. Best sports are the best. That's the best sport in the world. Those are the best sports in the world, and we should be paid like NBA players. We should be paid like
hell yeah.
Players. And there's not even an argument about that.
If you put all the top 10 most dangerous sport, fighting's number one, and we get paid. We get paid the least of all those sports.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's not fair. That is not fair. You know what I'm saying? Now the sport itself make money. The owners and the promoter make money, but not the fighter. And the fighter is one of the ones that make the sport. Because without fighters, there'll be no show to begin with.
Exactly.
Hello.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you got the UFC with a Reebok deal. Okay, so you want to do that, but at the same time you won't pay out of your pocket UFC the purse that they deserve. Which one is it?
Right.
Which one is it? Either you control the sponsor or you don't pay him what they deserve. So you can control both. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No.
Right.
You know what I think it is? This is just my theory, man. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think that the fighters were starting to complain that they're making so much more money in sponsorships than their actual paycheck to fight.
Right.
And I think that's why they cut that off to control it. And it's that's just what I think. I don't know that for sure. But the
UFC should never done that. The UFC should never done because you know what? If you're not gonna pay these guys, because you know what? Right now, you go right now and check top 10 guys. They're not making millions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these top 10 guys be in the UFC for years, and these top 10 guys are either champion or former champions. How are they not making millions? Come on, man.
Exactly. I think it's safe to say every fighter in the UFC took a pay cut when that sponsorship deal happened, and it benefited the UFC more than any fighter.
More than the fighters. Yeah.
Absolutely.
In my year, the UFC today is a multi-billion-dollar a year industry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you want to pay you want to pay the fighters $20,000 or $500,000. No, hell no.
Yeah, it's totally imbalanced. It's completely imbalanced. So with our guys, with BKFC management, our goal is to get our fighters paid the most exposure, and as many fights as they want, and without a cap on that. And me personally, I like to fight. I'm a fighter. I don't care what the fight is. So when I'm negotiating these guys and managing with them, my fight is going to be to get them paid the most money that they can get paid. And I'm going to fight a nail for my guys to get that money that they deserve.
When they win, you win. Because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a team. They make more, I make more. We all win. You know what I'm saying? And it's a family. Whether you're the promoter, manager, fighter, I don't care. It's a team. If he wins, we all win. So you want him to make more because then you get more too. And he's happy, you're happy. We all happy,
For me, I'm just happy getting the opportunity, and after I show them what I got, the money comes later. You know what I mean? I'll prove myself.
Listen. No. Yeah, no. You're gonna compete because you want that money.
I'll prove myself.
Yeah, screw all that, man. You want that money, you know what I'm saying?
You want
All right.
That's good. That's good to have that
All right,
humble
guys.
attitude. That's my fight, man. I'll get you that money. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
you're not gonna be fighting
Listen,
for less than what you're worth.
you guys are lucky to have a manager like Matthews, because I never had that. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time, as a champion, I was getting paid $25 a round. Okay, as a champion.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geez.
And check this out. I put it even better. $25 a round, and I had to sell my own tickets to make a little extra on the side.
Yep.
They still do that. They still
Remember
do
Matthew?
that.
That's how it was back in the day.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's brutal. Oh man. You don't miss those
All right,
days.
guys.
It sucks, bro. But you know what? That's how it was back then. You know what I'm saying?
You were in the
All right,
trenches,
Josh. Josh.
Big time.
Josh and Anthony, before I get you guys off the show, what would you guys just like to say to your family, your friends, your manager, what we're going to see from you guys from now on? Let Josh go
Go
first.
ahead, Anthony. Okay. Well, first, huge thank you to Javon. He's been great. Paul's been great. They both been very communicative. I would like to do a huge shout out to my coach, Master Sauhin Anisrisu. He's a former world champion boxer, and I got my yellow Prajid under him. I'm hoping to train to become a crew this year. And also another huge shout out to Brian Johnson at the Academy of Brian Johnson. He's taken me under my and nothing but show respect and love.
Nice.
After that, I have my daughter, my biggest fan, and my great grandma.
There you go.
Nice.
There you have it.
Nice.
All right, Anthony.
Thank you, Javon and Paul, for sure. Appreciate you guys giving me the shot. I won't let you guys down. Win, lose, or draw, somebody's gonna get knocked out. You know what I mean? Always forward. I want to thank my wife and say I love you for letting me sign. I know you didn't want me to, but I'm doing what I'm doing. And my kid, obviously, my number one fans as well as Josh. And I'll be ready, man. Josh is going to be linking up with former bare knuckle fighter Jimmy Jeanette with the fight camp, I heard, and I plan on going there with him. He's pretty close to me, and
Cool.
I guarantee we'll put it down for you guys. And thank you, Javon and Paul, again.
Absolutely, we're behind you 100%. And before you go, Josh, all right, I gotta stir the pot a little bit. So we got a big fight coming up. We're gonna be having Josh fight a fighter named Cody Sons. You guys have probably seen everything on the internet. That's going to be an awesome fight. I can't wait till they throw down. Josh, you want to say anything about that fight, brother? Because we've been working on that now hard for you.
I'm excited for this fight. I've known Cody for a couple years now. He thinks he's ready to step into bare knuckles. I'm going to show him he's not. I want to prove to him that we do this stuff for real up here in Tacoma and in the Pacific Northwest. This is the toughest place in the world to compete.
Right. Beautiful.
And I've got 34 fights under my belt. I'm only 28 years old. You don't see
still young,
with
man.
30 plus fights.
You're still a baby, bro. You're still a baby, man.
That's gonna be a
I'm ready
killer
to put
fight.
this man down in one.
Yeah. Yo, bring that fire to him, bro. Bring that fire.
Easy money. Sun's
All
out.
right, guys.
Thank you.
This is gonna be fun.
So,
Hey,
Matt,
thank you guys.
So, Mr.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
So, Mr.
Thank you,
Matthews.
Jeff, and thank you,
So,
Anthony, for having us.
Before,
It's a pleasure, my friends. It's a
stay on
pleasure.
for a few minutes. All right,
want me to
Josh
stay
and
on for a
Anthony,
few
thank you for being on. Yeah, stay on for a few minutes.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, Josh. Thanks for being on my
Thanks,
show,
Josh.
man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right,
Hey,
Mr.
let me get in
Matthews.
this.
So, what is
How you
it
doing?
like with having these?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
there we go.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I had to reposition a little there. My bad.
So, I've been going back and forth with you, with Paul, you and Travis, all these fighters you guys are signing. and it's a great privilege to let me interview you guys, and hopefully I can continue this relationship with you guys. So what is it like to sign all these fighters that you know have potential of winning fights for you guys?
Oh man, it's amazing, man. It's funny because I didn't know how much it would mean to me to see other people get this opportunity. You know, I was as a fighter, you know, fighting's kind of a selfish sport, right? It's about you, you know, right? And that's what I like. I like that if you win something, you win it all because you earned it. If you lose it all, and you own that. But what I didn't know till now is that giving these guys the opportunity to see their dreams come true, every time I hear their response and see how excited they are, that's like if it happened to me for the first time.
Right.
And it's pretty awesome, man. It's a new kind of fulfillment. So these guys are hungry, and that's what we're looking for to sign. That's what I'm looking for, is fighters that are hungry and fighters that are passionate and who just want to go in there and fight. Period.
Yeah.
And these guys are the real deal. So it's been a really amazing experience so far, and it's just getting started. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. No, you know, having a manager like you, what fighters will not bring their best? Because you know that's a peace of mind to have a manager that they're cool, they're collective, they're supportive, and they're there for the fighters. When you have a manager like that, it brings the best out of the fight, because then it's something less for the fighter to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, it makes a big difference. And it seems like you guys have a good relationship with each other. And you know what? That's a team that could go real far. You know.
Thanks, man. It really is cool too. And you know, being that I have fought, you know, so many times, I understand what they go through, man. I'll be there every step of the way. If these guys want me to corner them in the fight, if these guys want me to, you know, spar with them, help them get ready, I'll be there during the weight cut. You know what I mean? And so I think for them it's a unique experience to have someone who relates to what they're going through. You know,
that's right.
That stuff isn't fun. You know, you're not at your best when you're cutting weight. When you're, you know, a couple of days out before a fight, you're stressed.
You're not.
So I get it. You know what I mean? And
you know, good. Yeah, and like you said, you could relate to it because you were a former fighter yourself. A lot of managers just manage. They're not former fighters. They don't know nothing about fighting or what a fighter goes through. So that's even a plus for you and them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think it is, man. Like I wish someone would have had my back 5 years ago. But hey, I'm not done, man. I'm gonna be fighting in BKFC myself.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I'm serious. That's
serious. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He told the whole world about it.
Yeah, right. That's breaking news right here. That's breaking news.
I had to. It's gonna happen. Not for some months though, because I'm gonna focus on these guys. But when it happens, it's gonna be big, and I look forward to that. And them, you know, a little reversal of roles. They'll be there seeing their manager get that W.
Right.
I don't know if that's been done before. Has that been done?
No,
before?
I don't think that's been done before. Where manager / you know, take the fighters. You know, I mean, yeah, that's new. That's new.
It's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big, and also
I love it.
Hey, thanks, brother. And Cody Sons, he wasn't on this. Obviously, wasn't on this interview. We signed him too. So that fight with Josh and Cody is gonna be fire. Yeah, they want to throw down. I am excited. I hope you guys are gonna be there in person because that's gonna be fire.
Oh, that's awesome! I can't wait, man.
Yeah, these guys are going to crush it, man. And this is what we're seeing is a new generation of stars that the world doesn't even know about. You know.
Yeah. A lot of these guys, just like Josh, you know, they're still young, 28, still coming in the sport. You know, he can still make a big impact in bare knuckle or whatever he does. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a big opportunity for a lot of young fighters coming up, man. And I'm excited for you guys.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
Fuller, wake up.
You froze, man.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
On my side.
You know what?
Oh, Jesus
You know what
Christ.
happened, Anthony?
On my side now.
He's shocked at the news that I just announced.
Yeah, I think the news was too much. It was too much, man. You can't
he's
take it.
recovering right now.
He can't take it. He can't take it.
It's a little fainting episode there. Oh, he's gone now.
Now
I
he's
hope
done.
he's okay.
Oh my God. Now it's a cruise show. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're still here, brother. We're still here. Is he gonna come back?
He should be coming back. There you go.
There we go.
Buffering.
Oh, come on, Jeff.
Yeah. Man. I guess we're just gonna
There you
buffer
go.
the show right now. Are we
Yes.
there now?
Well, yeah, we're good.
For now.
We're
right,
good.
so-
You're not.
I appreciate you being on our.
That was a lot of big news.
Man, I
to take
can't help this. This piece of shit internet we got here. So all right, but I do the best I can, man. I do the best I could. So
Sure.
I appreciate you being on. I appreciate you being on my show. So we're looking forward to seeing a lot of great things from you guys at the BKFC, and I will be watching you guys every time the show's showing. I'll be interviewing a lot of your fighters. Just send them my way,
Awesome.
and wish you the best, man.
Hey, thank you, Jeffrey, for having me on your show. Thank you, Anthony. Great job, Anthony Prater, Josh Bonner, Cody
Thank
Sons, Paul, Travis. We're killing
It's a pleasure,
it.
my
This
friend.
is-
It's a pleasure.
This is our time, and I'll talk to you guys
Yeah.
soon.
Keep up the good work.
Hey, thanks, brother. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
All right, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I can see you hear my baby too.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I have no idea what happened there. We're running really good. and all of a sudden
you froze. You froze. We could hear you, but it was a frozen screen. You know. Whatever.
It is what it is, man. I try.
It is what it is. Yeah, it's
The
cool. It's
government's
cool. It's
going-
cool.
The government looks like it's going to shit, giving a piece of crap.
Right.
internet, you know? All right, so what do you think about the fighters before we get off? What do you
Oh,
think about
they're
Anthony
great guys, great gentlemen in the sport. You know what I'm saying? They're hungry. You know, they're gonna bring it. You know, they got a great manager under Matthews. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I don't. You know, the sky's the limit for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wishing them the best, and you know, we definitely see a lot more from them. So good luck. Wish you the best with you guys.
And let me give you a little clip. I knew most of these fighters for a year and a half, so
Right.
I'm the one that introduced them to the management. So
Wow,
I
look
know.
at that. Nice.
So hopefully it goes good for them. I figure BKFC would be a good fit for them.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No,
hopefully,
you know, they seem like they have a good relationship with each other. You know what I'm saying? And they respect and admire each other, and that's what you want. You know, because you know, being a manager, you're also part of the team. Yeah, you're doing the business aspect of it, but you're also part of the team. And if you don't got a good manager that really is there for you and helps to support you, and you know, it brings out attention, and, you know, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good for the fighter, because you're not giving the peace of mind he needs to really motivate himself, train, and go in that ring and does his work 100%. You know what I'm saying? So having a good manager makes a big difference in the fighting world. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
that's the way to say it. We had some good shows on segment 1 and segment 2. So
Yes, we did.
Josh and Anthony, I wish you guys the best. We'll be watching you guys for
Oh, yeah.
BKFC. I think you said UFC challenging. What he said Anthony was doing again? He was having a
He was
fight in
going-
October.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, some fight in October. I wish you guys the best. Show them what you guys could do.
That's
I know
right.
you guys could. I know you guys could fight and go all the way. I'll be watching you, win, lose, whatever. I'm supporting you guys
Hey.
27. All right. So thank you for watching the full broadcast. 24/7 sports news, live interviews, mania coverage. I interview MMA, boxing, IKF kickboxing, Muay Thai, BJJ, bare knuckle fighting, and just message me and I'll interview you guys. Thank you. And Fuller Broadcast is out. Have a good night.
Good night.
Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller, and your co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, bringing you the latest